I took it upon myself to create 3 new LEGO sets from Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. This process took me so long to do, so if you guys could go check if you're subscribed, that would be amazing. And only 98% of you guys are subscribed, so please go ahead and subscribe, because it helps me put out a lot more content for you guys, as well as helps push it out to other people. But without further ado, let's get on into the video. As we all know, LEGO's track record with making LEGO Marvel sets hasn't been the greatest. And as we've seen with the LEGO Ant-Man Quantumania sets, as well as the Guardian of the Galaxy 3 sets, they lack so much. And with the Quantumania set, there are so many missing figures and so many amazing characters in the movie. So, keeping with LEGO's tradition, I made 3 custom LEGO Quantumania sets. So let's start off with the first set's minifigures. Starting off with our first minifigure, we have the Kang Guard. For the base, I used gunmetal gray, as well as gave him a new helmet mold, which has a new visor piece, which is basically what I did in Mega Bricks, is I put 2 of the diver visor pieces together. I also gave him some shoulder pauldrons in gunmetal gray, as well as he has an all new torso and leg design, as well as I gave him a little build for his staff there. I tried to make it as accurate as I could off of the reference photos that I had taken, as it wasn't that easy because there were no official photos out at the time, but I hopefully did a good enough job here. Then moving on here, we have our next minifigure, which is Hank Pym. Hank Pym comes with the Han Solo hairpiece in light gray, as well as has a new face design taken off of the one that came with the first Ant-Man set, just this time with a bit of a beard, as well as I gave him a dark red scarf piece, as well as the Star-Lord gun flipped upside down, as in the movies they kind of use those types of guns. I also gave him all new torso and leg printing there, with his kind of coat that he wears in the movie drooping down to his feet there. They also are not dual molded legs, as the boots are a bit smaller and not as high up. I also gave him some ants to go along with the minifigure, as in the movie you will see as this set kind of corresponds with that. And for the final minifigure here, we have the Wasp. And quick disclaimer here before I start explaining it, this minifigure's design was made by Adam Lego Arts on Instagram, and I asked him beforehand if I could use his prints, and he said it was all good. And so right here we have the Wasp, and she has all new torso, hip, and leg printing. I decided to get rid of the arm printing because it wouldn't really fit Lego's tone. I also gave her the same head print that she uses in Ant-Man and the Wasp, as well as also gave her the Harry Potter hairpiece in dark brown. As well, she also comes with the insect wings in translucent yellow, and as you'll see here, she also comes with her helmet, which is in silver and is an all new print. But now let's get on into the build. For the first part of the build, I made 2 giant ants from Hank Pym's lab. These ants do a lot in the first part of the movie, as well as at the end, they help Hank from when his plane crashes. For the build on the left, I decided to replicate it off of the first Ant-Man set, as well as just give it a bit of gunmetal gray detailing to replicate the armor that the ants have on. I also gave the one on the left a laser, as in the movie they help build his ship back. For the ants on the right, I gave some wings, as some of the ants in the movie have wings, as well as it has more of a simple design with opposable legs, as well as a saddle on the back. The other one also has a saddle on the back in light brown, as well as I give the ants the eyes from the spider from the Harry Potter set, as I think it gives it a creepy bug look. And now here's a closer look at the build. And here's a closer look at both of them. Here's the first one, and here is the second one. And of course, nowadays with every LEGO set, you always have to have some box art. So here is the secret, and here is set 76902, Ants to the Rescue. This set has 218 pieces and is 6+, as well as it comes with 3 minifigures. You get the Wasp, Hank, and a Kang Guard, as well as I gave it the branding here with the LEGO Marvel logo on the left there, as well as the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania sets, which I took off of the Ant-Man buildable figure, which releases in May. This set is quite small though, so let's move on to something bigger. Starting off with the minifigures for our next set, we have another Kang Guard. This one is a different variation though, as it comes with a spear with an axe head connected to it. Same minifigure, same helmet mold, same printing all around. Now let's head on to a minifigure that I haven't made yet. This next minifigure is Janet Van Dyne. Janet Van Dyne comes with the Miss Marvel hairpiece in light gray, as well as comes with the print from old Princess Leia as her headpiece. She also comes with a brown scarf, which you can fit underneath the hairpiece there. She also comes with all new torso, hips, and leg printing, and she comes with that in dual molded with the new skin tone color, in this case light brown, as well as she also has some dual molded arms, which is dark tan and dark red. She also comes with Star-Lord's guns in gunmetal gray. And moving into the last minifigure of the set, and it'll probably give away the set, but up next we have Krylar. Krylar was a really fun minifigure to make, as in the movie, unfortunately, he doesn't get enough screen time here. But for his minifigure, I gave him regular navy blue legs, as well as a receding hairline piece in light gray, as well as I gave him Bill Murray's headpiece from the Ghostbusters set, this time just a bit altered to make him look a bit older. He also has an all-new torso expression, which shows him being a bit plump, as well as having kind of this Navy officer jacket on. He also has a little glass of whatever he calls it. I think it's called a chaser. This time, although it's not in blue, this is just more of a brown color, as Mecha Bricks does not have a blue drink. And finally, let's look at the build. For the build, I chose Krylar's shuttle, or Krylar's ship. And this was a really interesting build to make, as it totaled up to, I think, around 400 pieces. And it has everything that the original ship had, and I thought it'd be really good to include it, because it is the main use of transportation throughout the movie. So as you can see up front from the left here, we have the two angled kind of forks that the ship have, as well as the major cockpit in there, which fits one minifigure. It has a little bit of a brown chair in there, as well as gold trimming to it, and you also have the large ring kind of energy core at the back there, as well as a translucent Technic pin with this big blue translucent ball over there. And as you can see, here is another picture of the cockpit being open, and it is stationed here. As you can see at the bottom, I used these kind of 360-degree rotators to kind of give it the position they need. And here is Krylar and the guard standing next to each other. And now the point you guys have all been waiting for, the box art. Here is the unfinished box art with everything blanked out, and here is the final product. As you can see here, I have the branding on the side here, as well as the LEGO Marvel logo up in the left corner, as well as the description here, which is Krylar's ship, set 76903. It has 434 pieces, and honestly, it turned out all right. It's not my best, but again, this is actually my first time doing box art. But let's get on into the major set. And now let's start with the minifigures from our final set. Starting it off, we have the Wasp, who we've already shown, designed by Adam Lego Arts with just a few adjustments from me here. She has, of course, the Harry Potter hair, no arm printing, and the same face from the Lego Ant-Man and the Wasp set, as well as her wings are in translucent yellow. And she comes with a helmet, of course. And onto our next minifigure, we have Cassie Lang. Cassie Lang comes with all new printing, of course, also by Adam Lego Arts. And she uses a different face expression. This one suits her, I think, more than the one that Adam uses, as well as she has the tied back ponytail in dark brown. She has no arm printing, and she has all new torso printing down to the legs there. She also, of course, has a brand new helmet print, this time in purple rather than yellow. And of course, you can't have the Ant-Man movies without having Scott Lang. Scott Lang comes with his face that he's came with since the Ant-Man minifigure was released here. This time, he also has some black spiky hair to go along with it. The prints on the torso down to the legs is also by Adam Lego Art, so thank you for letting me use your prints here. I just removed the arm printing to make it more accurate to what Lego would do. And of course, the helmet, which is a reuse of the one from the Infinity Saga. And of course, on to our major villain, Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror, also done by Adam Lego Arts, has amazing printing. He has dual molded legs and arms, as well as some shoulder pauldrons in purple and a short Lego cape in green. His face print is all new, as well as he has Finn's hairpiece in black. And he has an alternate head, which also has a purple helmet, which shows his basically powered up form right here. And now, let's check on our final build. For the build, I decided to go with a bit of a play set. So, here it is. This is Kang's throne room here. As you can see from left to right, first off you have the prison cell, which Cassie is stuck in for a lot of the film, as well as you have the main center of Kang's throne room, and I think it came together so perfectly. The building technique on the wall there for the elevator is also really cool, as well as all the silver tiling all over the floor looks amazing. You also have the centerpiece, which is basically where he has his holograms, which I kind of turned into a kind of middle citadel stepping platform over there, as well as in the far right corner, you have a miniature build for his throne. And I couldn't have done a Lego Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania set without including MODOK here. We'll get into more MODOK a bit later, but here is our first display. Over here you can see there's a little contraption where you can kick out the door, which is on these 1x4 flat tiles with 2 studs at the end, and it pops off pretty clean. As you can see there, there's a little hinge on the side which you can twist there, as well as this other little play feature here. You can sit Kang down in his throne there. It's not as big as the movie was, but it works, as well as you have Ant-Man here kind of just staring down at him as he is kind of just sitting there waiting to see what happens next. And now the moment you guys have probably all been waiting for. Here is MODOK. MODOK was probably my favorite thing to design with the set, as I also took reference off of Trueskor, which thank you for helping me out, but I took reference off of his version of MODOK as I thought that one would fit really well, and I kind of updated it with my own kind of style here. So on the left you have mechanized MODOK, I like to call it, and I gave him Hagrid's arms, as well as made all these prints for his helmet there, and he has some attachable guns and kind of headlights that you can put on the side there, as well as moving on to the right you have his face, which of course, spoiler alert, is Darren Cross, which I think came together perfectly here, as you get another set of 2x2 curved tiles, as well as these tiles for the top of his head. And now the unfinished box art, and now introducing set 76904, Kang's throne room. This set comes with 595 pieces, and this was so fun to design, and I think rounds off these sets perfectly. With the background is a bit iffy, as there is no official image of Kang's full entire throne room, but I had to make do with what I had. But anyways, thank you so much to Trueskor and Adam Lego Arts for letting me use their models and referencing off their models, as that helped the process go so much faster. Their links will be down below in the description. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys did go on to enjoy, please make sure to subscribe and like the video, as that helps me get pushed out to a lot more people so they can see this video. But anyways, thanks.